What's going on, guys? It's your boy Andy Matrix. I'm back with another video, and I got a really funny story for you guys. I think a lot of you guys are gonna find this funny. I'm here at sankakucomplex.com. So this story is coming from a Japanese nurse. So a nurse straight from Japan, and the headline says Japanese nurse warns that relying on anime for sexual stimulation may cause problems.
Hello, this is Yami Yugi from Yu-Gi-Oh! And make sure to subscribe to Andy Matrix's channel. Now on with the show.
Okay. And I know a lot of people like to goon out there. I don't consider myself a gooner. And I am not an advocate for like adult content. I am not an advocate for fan service. I think fan service is okay, but I am not an advocate for like corn, for the adult content. Like I am not an advocate for that. I don't think that everything should have some type of corn in it just for entertainment. I don't think that every anime should have, a lot of, corn scenes in it or really adult scenes in there. I think if you want those things, you have to go look for it in private in your own time, but not, you know. But yeah. Anyways, so the story goes. It says a Japanese social media post is drawing attention after a nurse warned that relying too heavily on anime or manga for sexual stimulation may lead to difficulties with real-world attraction and performance. The discussion began after a Japanese Twitter user who identifies herself as a nurse shared a lengthy post discussing research related to pornography consumption and the potential effects of unrealistic depictions on the brain. It garnered 4 million views. Wow. Okay, but so this is her Twitter post, right? This is her Twitter post, and I actually hold on. So this is the Twitter user, the Japanese Twitter user, Makiki Mochiko. So, and somebody translated it. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get to the main part of the post, because at the very top it says material used during masturbation, right? So the highlight of the post, it says adult videos do have their drawbacks, but personally I want to sound the alarm about masturbation using sexual anime or manga. The reason is that because they depict things that are impossible for real women, people end up losing interest in real life. Do you know what exists in manga and anime that humans don't have? Hair and smells. Okay. Also, for some reason, anime characters often have enormous breasts and extremely narrow waist that you rarely see in reality. Well, I'm gonna be for real. I have personally seen it. Yes, I have personally seen women that have these types of pictures. But the problem is that women that look like anime, like with the big tatas and the small waist, they exist. It's just that they are a rarity. They're rare. You're not going to find them, walking outside of your house or at the local corner store or something like that. The problem is that a lot of those women, they get snatched immediately. Or they start working in the entertainment industry, if you know what I mean, because they know that they are super hot and they can start making money fast. Okay. And so also for some anime characters often have enormous breasts, extremely narrow waist. It says if you become accustomed to those kinds of depictions, erectile dysfunction can occur even in young people. It's known that teenage boys have particularly high rates of using anime as material, and I understand it's difficult to break away from that habit. So she's absolutely right. Because the thing is, see, when you watch a lot of corn, what happens is that you start thinking that what you see in pornography is what you should expect in real life. What a lot of people don't understand, if you watch a lot of these documentaries, documentaries of like these girls that left the industry, the adult industry, what people don't understand is that a lot of it's performance. All that bouncing around, um, it's not very realistic. Like if you try to do some of those things, not every girl or guy is able to perform like that in the bedroom. Like I'll tell you about my personal experience, you know. Uh, okay, let me tone it down. When I try to do some of those things in the bedroom with my girlfriend, with my now girlfriend, for her, some of those things are painful. Okay, for her, some of those things are painful, especially let's say if you are like a man that's bigger and the girl is smaller, if she's like skinny, smaller, and you try to do some of these crazy moves that you do that you see in corn, um, it's probably gonna be painful for her. It's not gonna be so enjoyable. Not everybody can do those things. I mean, some people can, but not everybody, because everybody's body is different. You know, not everybody enjoys the same thing. So, and also the proportions. One of the things that I found about women with humongous tatas, because for example, there was a adult actor called Hitomi Tanaka that kind of has those anime features. You know, big tata, small waist. But those girls are rare. Those are like rare genetics. And again, like I said, those girls because of the way they look, usually they go and start working in the adult industry right away because those girls get snatched. And anybody that has money, any man with a lot of money, they snatch those girls immediately. Right? Those girls are in high demand. That's why those girls end up working in the adult industry really fast. You know? So, and then usually women that have like humongous tatas, they usually carry a little bit of weight. It's not that they're fat, right? It's not that they're like fat or obese, but they carry a little bit of weight because when you have breasts that are those size, you know, like anime size, it's naturally your body, the female body is going to carry more weight. So you're going to see a little bit more fat on her. Maybe she's going to have a little bit of a gut, more, you know, a little bit more fat hanging from the side. I can't believe I'm having this conversation. But the reason why this interests me is because I used to be addicted to this stuff. Yeah, I used to be addicted. And I tell guys, look, like I know a lot of people are against, especially in the anime community. A lot of people are they always defend gooning, they always defend fan service, they always defend all these things. But as somebody that has been addicted to these things, I say don't do it. I say watch anime, but don't get addicted to like the adult stuff because it will affect you mentally. And then, look, just like she was saying, just like she was saying, a lot of guys they get so addicted to the way that the anime girls look, that the proportions, like humongous double D J cups with like a small tiny waist, right? These proportions that are super rare in human beings, that when they see a regular girl, they don't find her attractive. They start to lose interest in real girls, and then they just focus on anime girls. So yeah, it's true. It's true. It does make you lose interest in real girls, and then you just kind of become like this gooner hermit living in a fantasy. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna end it there. This topic really interests me. This topic really interests me because I do not defend gooning. I do not defend a lot of this fan service stuff. I think it's okay once in a while, but I don't think. I think as a man, if you want to grow up to have a wife and kids and all that stuff and have a healthy relationship, you gotta cut corn out of your life, bro. You have to cut it out of your life. I don't care. And you can say whatever you want. You can say that I'm corny, that I'm, I don't know, religious, that I'm whatever the heck, whatever you want to say, go ahead and say. I don't care. I think it ruins your relationships. Okay, because it gives you it gives you false expectations. It gives you false expectations. Yes, women in the real world have big boobs and all that stuff, but like the proportions are not always like 100% accurate. Okay. So, anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. It's your boy Andy Matrix. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure to comment, like, follow below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. It's your boy Andy Matrix. Godspeed.